Doctors find a splinter that's been in a man's eye for 15 years, and it got in his eye while he was gardening. Of course, that's true. Medium latte, extra hot, episode 123. Good morning, people, and welcome to another day here on planet Earth. This is a funny little story, or a strange little story. Probably wouldn't say it's funny, but I've had a splinter in my eye. Have I had a splinter? Yeah, I've dirt and dust. Don't know about splinter. But let's dive into this story right now. Doctors find American man had splinter in his eye for 15 years. The man, thought to be from Boston, picked up the injury while gardening in the late 2000s. Oh dear, dangerous job, that gardening. Doctors have been treating a patient who has had a splinter in his eye for a decade. I'm going to extend that just slightly, just to get that. There we go. For a decade and a half. And look, there's the picture. So that's the white of his eye there. You can see the white bit. And then there's the splinter, clearly. Oh, it almost looks painful. A case report published in the British Medical Journal, BMJ, cited an American patient who turned up with a splinter embedded in his cornea. According to the report, the patient, believed to be from Boston, was having his eye checked because of his diabetes. Oh my God. So is that lucky? If he didn't feel it and he didn't have any eyesight problems, do you think, just leave it, don't mess with it? Doctors found the splinter in the right side of his eye, relatively close to his pupil. In the report, they said, we found an intracorneal wooden foreign body that remained undetected for 15 years following an ocular injury sustained during gardening. I like these terms, ocular. It's like, and corneal, yeah. So an eye injury sustained during gardening. The patient how did he remember 15 years ago? Oh yeah, that was that time 15 years ago when something flew in my eyeball. The patient presented with stable visual acuity, despite the long-standing presence of wooden splinter embedded in the cornea. What? Is that the end of the story? What happened to the guy? I want to know. Did they operate on his poor eyeball? Oh no, this is tragic. It's like half of the story. This is not right. Right, I've got to investigate if there's any more to this story. I'm going to pause this and see if we're going to come back and find any more to that story. Okay, we have found some more information. It took a little bit of research. But there was a bit more on the rest of that actual news story, and then I found a couple of other news stories that gave me a bit more of an update, but nothing conclusive. But here we go. Interestingly, pentacam corneal tomography did not show any abnormalities despite the foreign body piercing through the corneal stroma and endothelium. Lots of technical words here. The case may serve as an opportunity to re-examine the approach to managing chronic and stable intercorneal wooden foreign bodies and explore the implications of continued observation rather than surgical management. So they decided to observe rather than surgical. You can make it worse. Basically, you try and get that wooden thing out, you're going to basically turn the man blind. The patient reportedly told doctors that while his eye hurt 15 years ago, he never came to the hospital for it because the pain eased off. It is unknown whether doctors have removed the splinter. So that says it's unknown, but then I found another news story that had a slightly different take. At the end time of the injury, the patient reported experienced immediate pain, below discomfort. I read that already. And then it says no further, got to get this word right, ophthalmic evaluation or treatment was pursued. And the patient's vision appeared stable over the years. So they obviously observed him and said, if you have any discomfort, come back. If there's no pain, no sight, then don't bother. That makes common sense. Let's ditch that. Mate, I'm a gardener, and ideally you wear glasses, right, when you're trimming, when you're cutting stuff, but they get steamed up, they get broken, they get scratched, and more often than not, you're not working with glasses on. And I'm constantly getting things in my eyes, so it is a big worry, these things. that one day I might go blind or something stupid. But you tend to go for what's more convenient rather than wearing these big cumbersome things. I think my dad wears glasses. Maybe I should ask him what he uses and wears, because I've over the years I've put so many, and they're just a pain in the arse. They get broken, they get dropped, they get scratched, they steam up, and I've never found a decent pair. If there's anyone, maybe I know the Country Gardener. He's good on his knowledge of all these types of things. He's got some good tips. Country Gardener, chuck down some comments below if you know it'll be decent glasses I could wear that don't steam up, and maybe they don't break when I stand on them. Maybe that's an impossibility because I'm a fat bastard. I'm not really. Okay, guys, thanks very much for tuning in. Have a wonderful day. Not long till Christmas. You've got to start getting your Christmas presents ready. Maybe you've done it already. I'm going to be doing a last minute run around. We're doing a Secret Santa this year. And I've got, actually, should I be telling you? I've got, and I tell you it's a he, I haven't a clue what to get him. And I've been racking my brain for like a week now, because I've had the little paper that you put your hand in, you pick it out. I wasn't present, so they just gave me the name. And I have had him before. And I did buy him a nice present. So about 5 years back, I had him. It's like a little family thing. So I don't know. It's a hard one. What do you buy for a guy in his 50s? Which I think he is. You could go for something basic, like kind of aftershave-y stuff. Or I think I did one year, I brought him a coat. I think I spent way over the budget. The budget's supposed to be like 10 or 20 quid max. Well, I think I spent about 40 quid. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye now.